A dry spring has led to the resurgence of drought across our region, along with low reservoir levels. We'll have a look at the water worries for summer. And after an unforgettable and devastating fire season in 2020, what does the drought mean for this year's fire season, and how are fire crews preparing? Also, new climate normals have been released by NOAA. We'll show you what they show about Southern Oregon and Northern California's changing climate.
StormWatch 12 Summer Forecast, presented by Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford.
Summer is almost here, and the StormWatch 12 weather team is making sure you're prepared. Thanks for joining us for the StormWatch 12 Summer Forecast. I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman. Over the next half hour, we're going to break down how the current and future weather conditions will impact your summer plans and, of course, fire season. Let's start with an update on the water year. The numbers are not good as we head into summer. The entire region is seeing rainfall deficits. Medford, Klamath Falls, and Montague are all 4 inches or more behind in the water year. But look at Mount Shasta. Those deficits are getting close to 17 inches below normal. Very dry. And with the dry spring weather we've seen, the drought has been worsening in recent weeks. Much of the east side seeing severe to exceptional drought and severe to extreme drought in the Rogue Valley, with moderate drought conditions for much of Curry as well as Josephine County. And in case you're curious, this is much worse than what we were seeing last year as we headed into the summer of 2020. With the lack of rain and the summer season almost here, that begs the question, where do our lake levels stand? Meteorologist Jeff Donovan joins me now. Jeff, what impact has the dry weather had on the drought and on our reservoirs? And what can boaters expect this season?
Yeah, Matt, as you can imagine, with the dry weather we have been looking at, lake levels and reservoirs not looking very good across our region. In fact, if we take a look at the numbers, many of our lakes and reservoirs are sitting below 50% capacity in terms of what would be 100%. In fact, at Howard Prairie Lake, we are sitting in single-digit capacity. These numbers do not bode well as we do transition into the summer season. If you head out to an area lake or reservoir, you'll notice that water levels are low and drought conditions are troubling. For a perspective on how dry the region is, I sat down with Oregon State Associate Professor and State Climatologist for the state of Oregon, Dr. Larry O'Neill. He notes just how troubling it is that we are heading into the summer in such a poor drought after a La Nina winter.
Oftentimes during La Ninas, we get a lot of rain and stuff, and so the thinking was that we were going to get, a lot of snow and a lot of rain, and drought, we could kiss drought goodbye.
Unfortunately, below average precipitation has been observed across southern Oregon. Following a terrible drought last year, water is now becoming scarce on a near record scale.
Many of the stream gauges are either at record low flows or they are near record low for this time of year.
Not only is it the visual surface water that is becoming a concern, moisture in the soil that helps crops grow and trees stay green is also becoming a big problem.
Moisture conditions are actually at either record or near record dryness for this time of year.
In a historical context, Dr. O'Neill notes conditions resembling this current decade-long drought have not been observed for a very long time.
There aren't too many analogs to, one would be the 1930s. So Oregon, and that's probably the worst drought we've had.
Keeping all of this in mind, the region is not sitting in a good position going into the summer in terms of water supply.
Basically, our summer dry season is going to be a few weeks later. And so that's going to have impacts on, summer stream flows and, water availability for things like irrigation or, reservoir levels.
Now, one of the many contributing factors with drought and the resulting poor water table is a lack of snowpack. A reduced snowpack leads to a lack of runoff and long-term stability of a water source. I spoke with Brett Lutz of the Medford National Weather Service to learn more about our current snowpack situation heading into the summer.
I think we were looking pretty good in terms of snowpack through mid-March. And then, we went into this unusually dry period and just haven't gotten much in the way of precipitation.
The snow water equivalent as of late April shows much of southern Oregon is now below 50% of what would be considered normal. Mr. Lutz went on to note the lack of snow water equivalent combined with drought conditions already in place. This could be a sign of a volatile fire season to come this summer.
Between the lack of rain and mountain snowpack, it's easy to see why fire season began early again this year. I talked to ODF about how they're preparing after last year's devastating fire season. With such a dry spring, fires began early this year, and Natalie Weber with ODF says people took notice.
We really started having fires in March this year, and it was very apparent from our Facebook page that people are really concerned this year.
Completely understandable after last year's unforgettable end of fire season. Much of the summer, though, was fairly quiet.
Through August, we only had actually less than 1,000 acres burned. So it really was looking like it could be a good year. And then that wind event came in and really changed everything for us on Labor Day.
And just like last year, we're heading into this year's fire season with another bad drought. Weber says fields are extremely dry already, more typical of late June to early July.
That's something that we're factoring into our response and how many resources we're going to be sending to fires, because it makes a difference.
But despite the grim weather situation going into the season, it doesn't necessarily mean we'll see another devastating fire season.
We've had years like this in the past where we've gone into fire season really, really dry, and then we get thunderstorms with tons of rain all summer. And even though we have the thunder and the lightning, we have that rain, and that really sets it off, and we have a very slow season. So it's very dependent on the conditions that we're going to get.
No matter what the summer brings, ODF will be closely following the changing weather conditions and any red flag warnings that are issued.
We look at that and think, okay, we're probably going to have to send additional resources to any start we have, because that fire is going to take off a lot faster. So it's the fire behavior is directly linked to those conditions, and that's why we watch those so closely.
Weber says now is the time to get ready for fire season. Prepare your property by clearing debris and creating fire breaks. Make an evacuation plan and pack an evacuation kit. And don't forget to make sure spring debris burns are fully extinguished.
We live in a very fire-prone area, so anything that you can do now really matters. We don't want you to be scared going into fire season, but we want you to be aware, and we want you to be prepared.
And as we prepare for fire season this year as a community, the National Weather Service wants to help. This week, the National Weather Service office in Medford is in the middle of its very first Wildfire Awareness Week campaign. Each day this week will be dedicated to different fire safety topics on their website and social media, where you'll find information and resources. Topics include preparing your property, creating a plan with your family in the event of a wildfire evacuation, and how to stay informed.
Like many people in the community, we felt the impacts of the September wildfires, and this is our way of reaching out and trying to help people with that preparedness piece as we go into wildfire season. We're going into this wildfire season with almost an unprecedented level of dryness. And this is a concern for fire danger and what this could mean.
Also, after the highly unusual and extreme fire weather conditions last September that led to so many quickly spreading wildfires in the state, the National Weather Service will have a new tool when issuing a red flag warning in those situations.
We can issue a red flag warning, and inside it will have the wording for a particularly dangerous situation. And this is to help people highlight that this is really an unusual situation and could be much more dangerous.
For more information about red flag warnings, fire weather watches, and to check out the Wildfire Awareness Campaign, head over to kdrv.com.
Now, one of the greatest things about summer is observing the night sky. However, smoke in recent years has reduced the ability to see beyond our earthly boundaries. Planetarium director and astronomy teacher at North Medford High School, Robert Black, explains how smoke influences our view of the stars.
Since about 2015, it's been hit or miss with smoke. It seems like it's been about half the summer at some point whenever the dry lightning hits. And the smoke is devastating. You just can't see through it. A lot of the good astrophotographers just have to shut down when the smoke's bad.
Now, when there is no smoke, Mr. Black said most of Southern Oregon offers pristine viewing of the night sky. If you are interested in local astronomy, consider joining the Southern Oregon Skywatchers Astronomy Club. More information about this group can be found online at orskywatchers.org.
Coming up, what do the new 30-year averages for temperature and precipitation show us about how our climate is changing locally? We'll dive into the numbers. And a new feature from Google is showing the impact wildfires have had on our landscape in the last decade. We'll show you when we return.
But first, test your knowledge with our weather trivia question. What is the name of these spaceship-looking clouds often seen over Mount Shasta? A. Cumulus clouds, B. Stratus clouds, C. Mammatus clouds, or D. Lenticular clouds. We'll have your answer when we return.
StormWatch 12 Summer Forecast, presented by Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford.
It's the Ram Spotlight Sales Event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with nearly 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Spotlight Sales Event pricing on every new vehicle in stock, only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries has redesigned furniture shopping, so you get a hassle-free, no-pressure experience in a relaxing environment. Yeah, it's nothing like this. Announcing the Lazy Boy Memorial Day sale. For a limited time, you can save on recliners, starting from $3.99. Plus, you'll get 0% interest financing for 36 months.
Say sofa.
Sofa! Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
The moment I got the vaccine, I felt like I had taken a step in the right direction. If you have questions about the vaccine, ask questions of your doctor. Go to the actual pharmacy, ask questions of the pharmacist. There's lots of resources online. Ask as many questions as you want until you feel comfortable with the answers that you're getting. It's a very personal decision. The sooner we get a higher percentage of people vaccinated, the sooner we can all get back to our regular lives.
Lithia Honda Medford is Southern Oregon's used truck mega center. If you've been looking at trucks and want to get big deals or buy new, Medford Honda has over 60 quality pre-owned trucks in stock. Choose from Ford, Chevys, Rams, GMCs, Toyotas, and more. We have half tons, 3/4 tons, and a great selection of heavy-duty diesels. Just go to usedtruckmegacenter.com for huge deals on pre-owned trucks. When you need a truck, think of Medford Honda. We're just past Lowe's, and we're Southern Oregon's used truck mega center.
Hey, Buy Mart members, are you ready for Memorial Day weekend? Our latest savings book has everything you need for around the house and for your next great adventure. Spruce up the patio and tidy up the yard. Tackle your next home improvement project with ease. And get out and explore the great Northwest. Memorial Day weekend is almost here. Get ready with our latest 16-page savings book. Buy Mart, employee owned, real value every day.
Before the break, we asked you what is the name of these spaceship-looking clouds often seen over Mount Shasta. The answer is D, lenticular clouds. These clouds are most common over Mount Shasta in winter and in spring. Now, the radar on Mount Ashland will be offline for 7 days for an important upgrade in June. The radar will be down starting June 17th for technicians to replace the emergency generator and power transfer system. This is the last project in a series of upgrades the radar has received in recent years. This program's upgrades will keep the nation's radars viable well into the 2030s. That week, we will be relying on adjacent radars in our region.
This month, NOAA released the new 30-year normals for temperature and precipitation. Let's take a look at what the numbers reveal about our changing climate for summer in Southern Oregon and Northern California. So here's a local look at the new climate normals for annual precipitation. The new normals go from 1991 to 2020, and you can also see the departure from the last set of 30-year averages. We went up a little bit in Medford, but notice everybody else seeing quite the departure here in Southern Oregon and Northern California. But for everybody, including Medford, the summers are getting drier. Those numbers all dropped. When it comes to temperatures in the summer, the average temperature went up in Medford, Brookings, Klamath Falls, and Montague, slightly lower in Mount Shasta. Really no change there. And when it comes to the maximum normal high temperature for the year that falls in summer, you can see we've gone up in several spots. Medford, up 2 degrees in Klamath Falls, and Montague going up as well. So generally most of the region seeing warmer summers and drier summers. A look at this summer's forecast is coming up. A new feature from Google Earth is showing how climate change and especially wildfires have impacted the landscape of Southern Oregon and Northern California. It's called Google Earth Time Lapse and steps through 37 years of compiled high-resolution satellite data. Here in our region, we're able to see how the Rogue Valley has grown in the last nearly 4 decades. But Google Earth Time Lapse can also show how big wildfires have totally altered the forests. Most notably, check out Josephine and Curry counties. As we pass 2002, you can see the massive burn scar left behind from the Biscuit Fire, then the Checo Bar Fire in 2017, and finally add on the Taylor Creek Fire, Klondike Fire, and the Garner Complex during the summer of 2018. In total, these fires burned over 900,000 acres. The Oregon coast is known for its big waves, and one project is looking to turn that power of the ocean into energy. We'll show you how coming up when we return. Stay tuned.
StormWatch 12 Summer Forecast, presented by Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford.
It's the Ram Spotlight Sales Event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with nearly 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Spotlight Sales Event pricing on every new vehicle in stock, only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Visit Butler Acura for attractive offers on the RDX.
Caring for a loved one with memory loss can be difficult. At Village at Valley View in Ashland, you can be family again. We specialize in memory care. Our beautiful cottages provide a safe and enriching environment for your loved ones. Our companion apartments are perfect for couples, and our family of care partners are available 24/7 to help with personalized care, so you can focus on the things that matter most. Come by today for a tour of Village at Valley View, guided by goodness, loyalty, faith, and fun.
It's Memorial Day. We're excited. It's summertime again. There's a lot to look forward to. And if you're looking to get something right away that's absolutely perfect for your home, chances are you're going to find it at Garrison's, because we have more furniture and mattresses in stock than anybody in Southern Oregon, maybe even the state of Oregon. And to make it even better, we're offering 2 years interest-free financing at the price that's typically reserved if you come in and pay it full. The Memorial Day sale is going on now through Memorial Day at Garrison's Home, Garrison's Sleep, and Garrison's Clearance Center.
Pesky leaks? Gorilla Waterproof Patch and Seal Spray seals out water, air, and moisture. Stops and prevents leaks indoors, outdoors, and virtually anywhere you need for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Need better sleep? Try Nature's Bounty Sleep 3, a unique tri-layer supplement that calms you, helps you fall asleep faster, and stay asleep longer. Great sleep comes naturally with Sleep 3, only from Nature's Bounty.
Visit Butler Acura for attractive offers on the RDX.
This summer, development will begin on a groundbreaking wave energy testing facility off the Oregon coast that will harness the energy from waves into electricity. Construction is set to begin as early as June 1st on the PacWave South project between Newport and Waldport. The shore-based facilities will be built first to support 20 wave energy converters, which will be installed along with 7 miles of subsea cables that run back to the facilities on land. The chief scientist for PacWave says Oregon is the perfect place to begin the new frontier in renewable energy.
Oregon has one of the best wave energy resources in the world as far as high energy waves that actually reach the shore. The waves, unlike the sun, never set. They don't go down, and so you have this sort of persistent, slow and steady source of energy.
If all goes to plan, operation could begin in 2023. Scientists will also be collecting data on local environmental, economic, and social effects from the project to help future commercial development.
And this spring, NOAA announced that its Long-Range Global Forecast System weather model, or the GFS for short, got a major upgrade. The resolution of the model increased, which will enhance rain and snow forecasting capabilities. NOAA also modernized their Global Data Assimilation System, which is basically all the current weather information used in the model from weather stations, buoys, balloons, and more around the world. This upgrade will allow the GFS to ingest more data into its system from satellites and aircraft, increasing the overall model performance and in turn helping make more accurate forecasts.
We're officially out of La Nina. I'll let you know what that could mean for summer when we return. I'll have your summer forecast. Don't go anywhere.
But first, here's a look back at some pictures taken this past winter and spring by you, the viewers.
StormWatch 12 Summer Forecast, presented by Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford.
It's the Ram Spotlight Sales Event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with nearly 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Spotlight Sales Event pricing on every new vehicle in stock. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
It's the Memorial Day sale at West Coast Appliance and Furniture. Get your remodel reward with Cafe. Get up to $2,000 back when you purchase select Cafe Appliance Suite combinations and get special interest-free financing at West Coast Appliance and Furniture.
At Monarch Health and Wellness, we are looking forward to better times. Good health achieves a good life, and now more than ever is the time to take good care of yourself and your family. We believe in community, empathy, compassion, prevention, nutrition, and you. Our goal is to establish a lasting connection to help you through every stage of life. Call Monarch today to schedule a virtual visit to establish care. Monarch Health and Wellness in Ashland. More than primary care.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. Like #1 selling Kubota compact tractors that can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,200.
Serving Southern Oregon and Northern California for over 50 years. Stop in at Central Equipment.
Because adventure still needs chasing, we gave the newly redesigned 2021 Subaru Crosstrek a more powerful engine, plus standard symmetrical all-wheel drive. And Subaru is the most trusted brand for 6 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book. Love, it's what makes Subaru, Subaru. Visit Southern Oregon Subaru to test drive the 2021 Crosstrek. Southern Oregon Subaru, on Biddle Road, Medford, online at sosubaru.com.
It's the Memorial Day sale at West Coast Appliance and Furniture. Whirlpool appliances are there for your family. Save big with Whirlpool today and get special interest-free financing at West Coast Appliance and Furniture. Don't miss it.
StormWatch 12 Summer Forecast, presented by Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford.
All right, let's take a look at that summer forecast. We're going to start with what NOAA's going with. Above average temperatures, looking like a pretty good bet in Southern Oregon and Northern California. There's a little less certainty, though, when it comes to rainfall. NOAA does favor drier than average conditions for the east side, with the rest of the region seeing equal chances of above or below average rainfall. We've officially left La Nina conditions in the eastern Pacific, and we are expecting these ENSO-neutral conditions to stick around through summer. When we look back at past summers that saw a La Nina in winter and then transitions to an ENSO-neutral condition for summer, we can more closely look at 1971, 1996, and 2008. So what can these years show us for what's going to happen this summer? Well, we're going to go with an onshore flow, cooler than average for June, and then a blend of those years favor drier than average weather for most of the region. There was one year that was on the wetter side. When we go into July, expecting above average temperatures that are going to be likely around the region, and it looks like it's going to be a very dry month in July. And then August, Some of the hottest temperatures are expected then, where we could see a string of triple-digit temperatures for some of our inland valleys. So that's been the case in some of those previous years. And then dry inland conditions are expected with near to possibly above normal rainfall for the coast. And temperatures, again, overall, as we head through summer, when all is said and done, expect above average inland temperatures, cooler conditions for the coast. That'll be the place to beat the heat. But overall, with the dry conditions we expect this summer, expect the drought to likely intensify. Thanks for joining us for the StormWatch 12 summer forecast. No matter what happens this summer, we've got you covered. The weather can change quickly. Make sure you're always in the know through our newscast, website, app, Alexa skills, and be sure to follow us on our social media pages. Those are the ways that we are watching out for you. Have a great summer.